Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're watching this. A few students told me that they needed a tutorial or needed to know how to get into those Xello lessons. And not only are they an assignment for paradigms, but they are also a graduation requirement. So I thought I'll just record a tutorial and then I can just send that out to whoever has these questions. All right, so I'm assuming you can still see my screen here. And what I'm doing is I'm going up to my URL line and I'm typing, as soon as I start typing LO, it pops in for me. But the thing you want to look up is login.xello.world. So login.xello, xello.world. And since I've been here before, it saves this. But if you're just signing in for the first time, you're going to need your username and password. And your username is capital MCF dash your student ID. And typically, unless you've changed it, your password is going to be your full birth date, including the year. So if you were born August 13th, 2005, it would be 08132005. So dashboard. So if I go in as a student, it should look like this on your end. And what you want to do is you want to go down to lessons, view lessons. And the one that I'm giving you the tutorial for today is the STAR goal setting. Make sure you're on the right year, 2023-24. I've had students go in and do this accidentally, the 2022-23. You want obviously the right year. So go in, and it's funny because I have a green check mark here, meaning like that I've done this already, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show it again. All right, so it looks like this. And see, it says submitted here. That means I submitted at least first semester or second semester. But what we're looking at is a couple different things depending on, we're not in first semester anymore, but if you haven't done those, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me to go back and do goals now, but I don't know. What you need to do though is under directions, it says copy the text below and paste it into the box below. And the box below, you have to scroll all the way down. Actually, I'm going to unsubmit so that you can see me do this. All right. The box below that they're talking about is this box right here where you can put text. Okay. You're not going to be able to see that text box show up unless you click unsubmit if you've clicked something from before. And don't get rid of that, right? You can leave that in there if you've submitted something before. Okay, so the one that students have been asking me about, or two of them that students have been asking me about, is the second semester one and the end of year one. I have allowed a few of you who have asked me if you can still do this. I have allowed you to still submit the second semester goals and still get credit in paradigms. That's how much I put a lot of emphasis and importance and stress the importance of setting goals, is that I'm willing to go back and open up that assignment from way back in January. All right, so for second semester, end of year, let's just copy all of this for now, since we're going to have to do that end of year event now anyway, because you should have taken your May STAR reading test. All right, so I'm going to click Control-C to copy that, and then I'm going to paste that down here, and I'm just going to paste it on top of that other stuff. Okay, here we go. So here's where you can start putting in your information. You're going to put in whatever your STAR score was from January. So let's say it was, I don't know, I'm just making that up. And I'm somebody who loves to like change the font and color and things, but I don't think it's going to let me do that. Oh, well. Yeah, it's not going to let me change the color. I wanted to put it in like blue or something, but it doesn't look like it gives me that. All right, so I put in my January score, and then it says reflection. Did your score, it's supposed to say your score. Did your score increase or decrease? Did you reach your goal? How do you feel about your progress? So if you're doing this now, you're going to have to kind of think back or put yourself in the shoes from way back when. From September to January, did your score increase or decrease? And I'm just going to make this up for now, but you're going to say between September and January, answer this question. Did your score increase or decrease? You're going to answer this stuff. So here's where your answer goes. My January score decreased, I'm just making this up, from my September score. I did not reach my goal of a score of, I'm going to say I wanted to earn like 10 higher points this time. And that does not make me feel good. Whoops. In May, we hope your score will increase by 10 to 15 points. To reach this goal and work on my reading skills, I will be sure to slow down when taking the test, and I will put more effort into my reading assignments. Who can help you reach your goal? My friend and I are having a reading contest, so that should help. Also, my English teacher can help me by supporting me in class with my reading skills. All right. And then if you're doing the end of year goals, which you would be doing now, star reading score May. So here's where you're going to put your star reading score from May. And let's say that my hypothetical student went up to 1120. My May score increased from my January score. I did reach my goal this time. That makes me feel proud of myself to know I have grown in my reading skills. All right, and then we could probably get rid of this because that was from before. All right. I don't know why it keeps pulling me off of that. All right, so hopefully this kind of shows you. Please don't forget this very, very important other thing, which is turn in. If you don't click this, it doesn't save it. So turn in, and now it should say submitted up here. Yes, it does. And if you scroll all the way back down, you can see your answers. Here's the end of year one, May 11/20. My May score increased from my January score. I did reach my goal this time, yada, yada. I probably should have filled in the math one too, but you know how to do this at this point. But now I've got my second semester goals and I've got my end of year goals or reflections. Hopefully this helps you, and let me know if you have any further questions.